ماذاكم سيدي يا رسول الكريم يا حبيب العظيم فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أطيعوا الله أطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. And always a reminder for myself, أنا عبدك العاجز ضعيف مسكين وظالم وجهل, and but for the grace of Allah that we are still in existence. And alhamdulillah, in this holy month of Rabiul Awwal, and the kingdom of Allah and the reality of the birth of that king, the sultan over all creation, Sayyidina Muhammad, and the sultan of the heart of our king, Allah Zati wa Jalalihi, that Allah governs through unseen forces. Never will that manifest that the Creator is a hidden treasure wanting to be known. And the signs are all that will ever be known. And the greatest sign is the reality in the soul of Sayyidina Muhammad and the souls of all the Prophets of the Divine, which are in existence to manifest signs of the Creator, because that same izza and might exists within their heart and their souls. And as a result Allah created them with a very special surah, a face. That face would manifest the seven essences through their two eyes and two ears and two nostrils and one mouth. That is the manifestation of divine lights. That is the pinnacle of our creation. Our life is to emulate and copy the ways of the Prophets of the Divine. Not sit and argue about the Prophets of the Divine, but to emulate their system from the way of awliya, our teaching, that all came to submit themselves to Divine will. And as a result they are created to represent the Divine, and they come onto this earth to teach people how to manifest the will of the Divine through the will of the prophetic reality, through the will of the carriers of the command, the ulul amr. And when the nafs is submitted, the being is submitted, Allah enlightens the heart which shines upon the face. Means their galaxy is now in a Divinely order. Their heart is the center of their galaxy, and the moon becomes the greatest symbol of what's shining within their heart, because their head will reflect and their face will reflect. Not necessarily the head, because the head is just a vehicle that contains two eyes, two ears, two nostrils and a mouth. But if submitted, a light that enters within the heart will manifest through these openings and become a light of guidance. And through that light God will be known. And all came with the message of the Divine, and all came to teach their people, submit yourself, submit your character, push down your bad character, bad desires, so that God can open through your hearing, that God can open through your seeing, that God can open through your breath and open Divinely knowledges within the heart and the soul, so that your tongue can deliver the message of the Divine. And that becomes that the speech is holier than the sword, the pen is holier than the sword. Means the use of force to submit people is egoistic and is only commanded by the Divine in times of oppression. But the use of the tongue is mandatory at all times. Means the life of Islam is dawah. Our existence is to propagate the message of the Divine. A life with no propagation is a life wasted. Then you could have been cattle. If Allah wanted a creature that ate, drank and defecated, He would have made you a cow. The difference between a creature and the representation of the Divine is the very head and heart that Allah has given to us.